All right, big update on this. Sources telling us that nearly 35 the Mahagathbandhan MLAs all set to fly out to Hyderabad. JMM Alliance MLAs in Hyderabad until the floor test. Chartered planes ready. MLAs all set to take off. While you have the ministers there swearing in for the seventh time, or seventh Chief Minister, Champai Soren has just taken oath, succeeding Hemant Soren. Along with him, Congress's Alamgir Alam has taken oath as a cabinet minister, along with RJD Satyanand Pokhta taking oath as the cabinet minister as well in Jharkhand. While that said, you have at least 35 Mahagathbandhan MLAs there, all set to take off to Hyderabad. They're ready to leave to Hyderabad, while you have a chief minister that's been appointed who has been directed to prove his majority in the next 10 days' time. Shreya, for more on that. Shreya, do we have visuals? There you have live shots of the MLAs entering the airport for the second time after their attempts were thwarted last night due to unforeseen weather conditions. Their flight was cancelled. Today they make their way yet again, the MLAs waving to the cameras, entering the airport to take off to Hyderabad. 35 of them.
Well, Nabila, not 35. We're hearing that at least 38 MLAs are being flown to Hyderabad. 5 of the MLAs are saying that. That includes 3 who are right now taking oath. And apart from that, Vinod Singh of the CPIML and Pradeep Yadav. These 2 MLAs will also be staying back. They will be looking after the organizational responsibilities from Ranchi. Remaining 38 will be parked in Hyderabad. When the flow test dates are fixed, they will again be moved back. So that is the plan in place, and clearly the 2 charter planes that are standing in Ranchi and yesterday couldn't take off will finally head towards Hyderabad Begumpet Airport.
Right, so Shreya tells us there are 38 MLAs who are walking into the airport, all set to take off to Hyderabad to ensure that their flock is together until the next 10 days. They have to come back to the Raj Bhavan and prove their majority. So resort politics now on full display. What's the worry they have? The Mahagathbandhan, including the JMM, Congress and the RJD, are worried that there could be cracks that could develop. They don't trust their own leaders. Is that it? Is that why they're being taken to Hyderabad, all to stay together until a floor test is mandated?
I will just quote what the JMM MLAs and the Congress MLAs are telling us. When we ask them that why this plan, they are suggesting that they do trust their MLAs, but they do not trust the Bharatiya Janata Party and the central government, because they believe that they can use any might possible to try and topple their government. That is the exact words that are being used by the MLAs of the alliance in Jharkhand right now. But obviously, we do understand that there is a sense of insecurity that's also playing within them ever since Hemant Soren's arrest. They do not want to take any possible risk. And what we do understand that right now they are also taking extra caution, because we are being told that there is a legislative meeting of the Bharatiya Janata Party as well that is scheduled today at 1:30 p.m. and in all likelihood, B.L. Santosh, who's the General Secretary of the organization of the Bharatiya Janata Party, will also participate. So in an atmosphere like this, they do not want to take any risk. Their CM was just arrested. There is a sense of insecurity. They want to ensure that there's no possible option of any defection. That's the reason these MLAs are literally being parked in Hyderabad, will be flown back only when the flow test date is announced.
All right. So it's going to be a very interesting development there. 81 assembly state where they need at least 41 to form the government. The ruling party, ruling Mahagathbandhan has 48. So a comfortable majority there that involves the JMM at 29, Congress at 17, RJD at 2. So collectively they have 48 to comfortably come back as the government there. But one wonders what would happen in the next 10 days. The BJP has 32 MLAs in Jharkhand. They still need at least 9 to form the government or get the majority mark. BJP would need 9 to come to power, if at all. Here you have the Mahagathbandhan collectively who have 48, so they are in a comfortable position, but yet they're taking their MLAs away to Hyderabad. Will be camping them for the next few days. So is that Are they going to be there for the whole 10 days until a floor test is scheduled? Do we know how long are they going to be staying in Hyderabad? In fact, in the last 17 hours, there was not even a government in Jharkhand. It seems like governance itself has taken a setback, a back seat here.
No, we need to understand that each day lost to have a full functional government is absolutely not a pro-people thing to do. So it's weird why we always see such things playing out in the country where the politicians do not really put the importance behind forming a government the soonest as possible. Having said that, Nabila, we do know that once Champai Soren takes oath, he also has the special powers to call a session and immediately appoint for floor test. It will be seeing that what is their interest, what is their plan. We do understand that the Lok Sabha election is also coming, so they would want to do the combinations required to see that whether the stretching the entire thing could play it out in the minds of people differently. So that is something that what the plan of the alliance in the Jharkhand is, we'll have to wait and watch. But Champai Soren once sworn in, he does have the power to call a special session to actually, get the numbers in his favor. Having said that, we are being told that there's still a strategy meeting that is to take place within the 5 of the MLAs who are staying back. They've all been given responsibilities independently from their respective parties to take the call on what needs to be done. Once that happens, once we have a date, we will definitely see the MLAs from Hyderabad to come back. Till now, we do not have a clarity on the date of the floor test. It's still a matter to be decided.
All right. So no confirmation on when the floor test will take place, but the governor, we believe, has given time, at least 10 days time for Champai Soren to prove his majority. In the meanwhile, we see hectic developments there with nearly 38 MLAs all set to take off finally after they ran into hurdles just last night where they had already sat on the plane but had to come back as the flight itself couldn't take off due to unforeseen weather conditions. So here, after that twist in the plot, now they've managed to reschedule the entire getaway with all those MLAs, 38 of them who've landed up at the airport, have entered, are now going through security checks and will be taking off to Hyderabad. Anupam Mishra is also right there in Ranchi. He's also been very closely tracking those developments coming in as 10 days time has been given, Anupam, to Champai Soren to prove his majority. And in the meanwhile, they're not taking any chance. JMM, Congress and RJD MLAs all taking off to Hyderabad, a Congress-ruled state, Telangana, to ensure that their flock is together and that the BJP, even if it does attempt, will not succeed in Operation Lotus. That's the fear of the Mahagathbandhan.
Absolutely, Nabila, because this is a good news for Champai Soren, but a huge task is ahead in front of him, and it's a big challenge for Champai Soren to maintain, to secure these numbers, and he has to see that the numbers do not defect. So that is why they have been taken to Telangana, and it was tried yesterday, but due to low visibility, it couldn't happen. But now weather is clear, and that is why they have been taken to airport and they will be taken to Hyderabad. So it's a big task ahead for Champai Soren till the floor test happens, that he maintains, he puts the numbers together, and that is why the all 39 MLAs which we are hearing are at present at the airport, and they will be coming back when they decide to have floor test. So till that time they will be in Telangana.
So till that time, they're in Telangana. But I still wonder, out of the 48 MLAs who are in speaking, let's have a listen.
इंडिकेशन दे रहा क्या नहीं बात पूछने में क्या अपना रिलीज कर देगा
We're going to try and get a reaction from Champai Soren, but all that development there you're seeing right outside the Raj Bhavan. Huge activity with the media there trying to get a word from the newly appointed Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Champai Soren, a senior leader known as Jharkhand's Tiger. He's been smiling right from day one, right from the time his name was given as a man who was batted for by Hemant Soren itself. Champai Soren has been constantly smiling. That's the face that that's the look he's plastered on his face right from day one, despite all this political turmoil and his MLAs taking off to Hyderabad. Claims of uncertainty whether the Mahagathbandhan will remain or not. Here is Champai Soren, all smiles after he's taken oath as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. That's what's interesting to see there. We're going to try and get his word. India Today's correspondents were right there trying to get one comment from the newly appointed Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Visuals there coming in of Champai Soren along with two others. Satyanand, in fact, has also taken oath. Satyanand of the RJD along with Alamgir Alam, who's also taken oath as cabinet ministers. Alamgir Alam is of the Congress, Satyanand is the RJD Neta, both of them taking oath as cabinet ministers, while Champai Soren takes oath as the chief minister. So this is a symbol there to at least to show that the Mahagathbandhan is united. So far they've remained together, though the BJP has some of the leaders of the BJP has said that they don't have a majority, not all the MLAs are with them. As much as the BJP has said that, the JMM has always maintained that they're solid, they're united, they're strong in one, but doesn't seem like they trust their own netas, which is why we see all their MLAs, at least 38 of them, who've taken off to Hyderabad. MLAs there who have entered the airport, they're just right now through security checks. They will be taking a flight to Hyderabad and will be staying in Hyderabad until a flow test is mandated. These are updates that we have. And as we very closely watch these developments pan out, we see that MLAs of the JMM, the Congress and the RJD together have decided to take off from Ranchi and go into Hyderabad, Telangana, a Congress-ruled state, so that the flock stays together and there's no bid of Operation Lotus, Operation Kamala as they call it. If the BJP does have plans, then it can be thwarted with this resort politics. At least that's what the JMM hopes. All right, now we're going to closely track all this developments coming in from Jharkhand. It seems like resort politics, another round is all set to happen with MLAs of Jharkhand taking off to Hyderabad until a floor test is mandated.